Hello there again, TLC. It's Fateen Amir McCray Carter, and I am a culinary genius, I guess you can say. My occupation is line cook and a cake decorator, cake artist, whichever one you want to call me. I'm half black and half Irish.
How would you describe your personality?
How would I describe my personality? Sugar and spice and everything nice, I guess you could say, because I'm a little bit sweet and then I can be a little bit spicy at times, or basically a bag of Skittles.
Why a bag of Skittles?
Because you can taste the rainbow and whatever flavor you want, I can be. And you know, I'm a very colorful person, I guess you could say.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
I think my friends would say I'm very passionate about what I do and when it comes to people. And my toughest critics would say I'm probably harder on myself than I am on anything else. I think that would be the most that they would say about me.
What's your best and worst quality?
My best quality would probably be that I am a very nice person. And my worst quality would probably be I always put myself last. So I probably most likely put people before me. Or put their needs before mine, truthfully.
What types of people, things pushes your buttons?
I can't stand lazy people. I can't stand arrogance. I can't stand ignorance. I hate liars. That's the most thing that really pushes me about people, especially when people are really lazy. And certain things that really aggravate me are probably gnats. Aggravate me the most, I would have to say. I know you can agree with me. You know, that buzzing, bzzz, I can't get with it.
Tell us about your background and upbringing past.
I have a very strong family. You know, I grew up with my mother and my father, despite their differences growing up. I grew up with both my grandparents, both of my grandmothers, both of my grandfathers before one of my grandfathers passed away. So I think that really influenced who I am today, because I have a very strong family, and I believe family comes first before anything else.
Tell me about the things in life you excel at. What do you struggle with?
Well, I mostly, truthfully, I think I excel in everything I do. Whether it's driving, whether it's video games, whether it's doing cakes. I try to challenge myself. Once I reach a certain level, I feel like that level is not good enough, so then I try to push myself a little bit further. And things I mostly struggle with are probably self-acceptance, like really trying to accept myself for who I am. And what I'm really good at is probably one thing I do struggle with.
Okay. How do you feel you react to criticism?
Well, you're supposed to take all criticism as constructive criticism, I must say. Like, they're not going to criticize you unless they're trying to build you up. And most people take it the wrong way and catch an attitude about me. Me, I look at it like, hey, if you're bold enough to tell me the truth, then apparently it must be worth you telling me. So I'm going to take it as it is and work on what you're telling me, basically.
Self-confidence, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. If you watch any episodes of Next Great Baker, which cast members do you most relate to and why?
Truthfully, I think I most relate to Dana because I liked how he worked. He worked quietly in the beginning. If you paid attention, he didn't really say too much to many people, and then he paid attention to everybody's weaknesses, and then he just played off of that and just really excelled throughout the whole competition. And I think that's what really mostly represents me. Not to mention, he's also a black male, and there's not too many of us that do cakes as well as me, maybe. I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
How do you feel about not making the cast last season? After watching, do you think TLC made a mistake by not picking you?
After not being picked for last season, I kind of went through something a little bit dark. Like, I kind of broke down, felt like I wasn't good enough. You know, I cried for like a whole week. It was just like being in a 10-year relationship and then getting kicked in the face or finding out your boyfriend or somebody was cheating on you. And do I think TLC made a mistake by not picking me first season? Come on now. I really do think, as the producers of TLC, they knew what they were doing. And me personally, I think I was a little bit too good for the first season. and I think you were just looking for real amateurs, and that's what my mother basically explained to me. So, and my grandmother was like, well, maybe it was your hair or something, so how about you cut your hair off, and then here we go, the hair is gone. So I refuse to be told no again, because I do believe I am qualified to be the next great cake baker. As a matter of fact, in my head, I already won.
I like the look, by the way. Clean cut. Do you feel your skills are better than the previous contestants?
Do you really want me to answer that question? You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. Yes, I do. Okay? I really do believe that my skills are a lot better. I can square off cakes better. I can bake cakes better. I can play with fondant better. My designs are bananas. I mean, I'm not being cocky or anything. I'm just telling you the truth.
Tell us about your food industry experience.
My food industry experience. Well, once I graduated from Le Cordon Bleu, I got a job working at this place called Caspa, which was like a Mediterranean wine and grill type of thing. And then after that, I got a job at a golf course, and I realized that me being in culinary wasn't a challenge. So I decided to go back to school again for pastry arts, because I knew it was a lot more technical, I knew it was a lot more hands-on, and I knew it was a better way for you to express yourself, which the pastry side has become art. After that, I got a job at Bonefish Grill, which I'm still currently employed there. And I did a couple internships with the Pink Cake Box and Betty Bakery. You know, just a well-rounded career. Like, I have both culinary and pastry experience, and not too many people in this field have both.
Do you have cake decorating, baking, or pastry experience? If so, how long have you been baking, decorating?
Well, I've been doing cakes since I got out of French culinary in the city in '08, so I've been doing cakes for about 4.5 years now, and I've worked with Gordon Ramsay at the London Hotel doing plated desserts for a while, and I like that a lot, but it didn't give me the grounds or the means to like really express myself the way I need to. And I've interned with Cheryl Kleiman once again, who was extraordinary, and then I got a chance to really work on my skills last year doing an internship with the Pink Cake Box, who they're really phenomenal too at what they do, and these people have really influenced me a lot to like work a lot harder.
Okay. Is there a specific genre of food desserts you like to bake or cook? And what type of baking do you hate?
Well, since I am a fat ass, I love all types of food. I love baking, and I love everything that has to do with food. Like, if you're not a true culinarian, then you cannot dislike anything. I really like Asian cuisine. You know, try to infuse it with a little bit of Southern classics, maybe. As far as baking, I kind of hate instant type of things, but you know, you can't really judge a person if they don't know how to make a cake from scratch. Truthfully, you're not a true baker if you don't know how to make a standard cake from scratch.
Are you creative in the kitchen? If so, how elaborate and creative are your designs when baking?
I am very creative and I am very elaborate in the kitchen, but some people don't like that type of stuff on the plates, I guess. I mean, I like to have my flavors to be bold, but subtle, but you know, nothing too much, nothing too crazy to make you think like, oh, what was he thinking on the plate? You get what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. Sometimes being simple is the best thing.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Tell us any interesting details about yourself or anything that makes you stand out.
What makes me stand out? They're great. That's first. I think the way I dress makes me stand out. If you can check my orange sneakers to match with my Tony the Tiger shirt. I think me being me makes me stand out. The fact that I have both culinary and pastry, I think that makes me stand out. I think everything that I do makes me stand out, and my cakes and my designs speak for themselves. I mean, what more can you ask for? Like, I'm divided right down the middle, so I'm blessed with both.